Hi, I'm Shirley Mullidu, Account Manager for TNG and the ReaderLink account. Today I'm going to discuss merchandising the books for ReaderLink at Kroger. This video is designed to cover the basics in book merchandising, as there are many differences amongst the various Kroger divisions. Please consult your Kroger Division's newsletter or your supervisor for the division specifics. Preparation prior to your scheduled Kroger book service is a very important first step. The ReaderLink website, FieldLink TPS, should be accessed at least monthly. This website has the store-specific picture planograms for the children's and various adult sections your store may have. These planograms will change roughly 3 to 4 times per year. The website also has the current division's newsletters posted, as well as any other current Kroger documents and instructions. If you are unfamiliar with FieldLink TPS or have any questions on how to access, print from, or use this site, please reach out to your supervisor or district manager. A hard copy of the Kroger newsletter will be in the tote of the latest magazine delivery from the TNG trucks. When you arrive at your Kroger, be sure to sign in to whichever vendor log is to be used in your particular division. In some divisions, the field is to sign in the back at receiving. In other divisions, you may be asked to sign in at the customer service desk. This is also a good time to check in with the department or store manager to discuss any upcoming promotional pallets or displays that are to be set outside of the book department. All current promotions and displays are listed in the newsletter as well as posted to the FieldLink TPS website. The next step would be to locate your ReaderLink product and bring it to the sales floor. Be sure to check in with the store's receiver to ensure all new product has been located. Store-specific return labels will be attached to the packing slips, so be sure to put these to the side to give to the receiver at the end of each visit. Return envelopes for the paperback covers, like this, are also included in your ReaderLink shipment once a month. Now that you are ready to start merchandising the books, sort your new shipment so all quantities of each title are together. The Book of the Month fixture features adult hardcover, paperback, and children's newest and most popular titles. This fixture should be merchandised first and set to the planogram listed on page 1 of your newsletter. The new titles from your latest shipment are listed in bold print. Children's titles that fall off the planogram can be worked into the Children's Flex section, but if there is no section, then those should be returned. Adult titles that fall off of planogram can be worked into the inline hardcover bestseller or table, rotating out older titles. Any signage or shelf talkers for the Book of the Month or any bestseller fixtures will arrive in the book shipment and should be placed upon receipt. Once the Book of the Month fixture is set, it's time to set the 1 through 30 hardcover bestsellers listed in the newsletter, using all remaining quantities of titles. If your store has the 1 through 15 signs, go ahead and remove those if you can. If not, I am advising that you ignored those numbers, so all remaining quantities are merchandised together. We are trying to make a statement with the bestsellers, and quantities that are sent in are based on previous sales history of the store. So if the store receives 20 copies of a number 1 title, keep all these copies together and do not return. If your store has an end cap, start at the upper left-hand corner with your number 1 title and work your way down the end cap. Then, using the sides of either side, finish your 1 through 15 and then continue through your 16 through 30. If you are missing a title, skip the title and move on to the next. Do not leave any holes. As I mentioned with your bestseller end cap, start with the upper left-hand corner of your mainline hardcover bestseller section, following your newsletter, working your way down all the way to 30. Remember to keep all quantities together to make a statement. If your Kroger is a smaller store with only 4 feet of hardcover bestsellers in line, merchandise as many titles as you can, focusing on your top 15. Anything over the number 25 could be returned. Krogers with more than 4 feet of hardcover bestsellers in line should use the list to 30 and then reference POG 1 and trending lists in the newsletter. Flush older titles down and out of the inline, returning the older titles first. POG 1 and trending would also be used for merchandising book tables. Rotate your older titles out as needed to keep the tables well stocked and current. The same merchandising technique following the newsletters for hardcover bestsellers should also be used for setting your paperback bestsellers 1 through 40, whether it's for an end cap or inline. Set your 1 through 20, keeping all quantities together, and as space allows, set 21 through 40. If your store has a large paperback section, flush titles down and out, returning the oldest titles first. Once a title falls off of 40, use those titles in any expanded areas that you may have for paperback titles. If your store carries series romance, work these titles into the bottom portion of your paperback bestseller section. The month and year will be listed on the spine of the book, and the next month's titles should be set upon arrival. At that time, you would return the previous month's series titles. New release bestsellers typically have a weekly Tuesday street date. It is very important that these titles are not placed on the sales floor prior to the official on-sale date. On-sale dates are listed in the newsletter for each title. When a new title goes off sale, you must remove the discounted portion of the sticker. For a hardcover book, you would remove just the top portion. For a paperback title, you would remove the entire sticker. The next step would be to merchandise the adult and children's mainline sections. Using the store-specific planograms from the FieldLink TPS website, set each title as indicated by shelf and position. Sections may have default or new release listed on the planogram, which indicates the new monthly promotional titles. These titles are to be rotated out monthly and are displayed in FieldLink TPS store-specific as well as your newsletter. If you are missing a called for title, flex over the next called for title. Do not hang on to old and drop titles to fill any outs. Orders for missing planogram titles should be placed on an as-needed basis, and instructions on how to place an order is posted in the FieldLink TPS library. It's very important to build strong relationships with key members of store personnel so we can get premium placement of all out-of-the-book department pallets and displays. Remember to straighten and fill these promotional displays at each visit while the promotion is running, and to break down and return what's left on the listed end date. Once all product has been merchandised and department is set, it's time to start processing the returns. All hardcover, trade, and children's titles are to be boxed and returned full copies. Paperbacks need to be stripped with the front covers removed and placed in the ReaderLink paperback return envelope. This envelope would also go in with your box returns. The paperback book carcass is to be placed in an empty magazine tote for the TNG recycling program. A sticker like this one should be placed on the tote, and our TNG driver will pick these up. Issue all ReaderLink box titles and the paperback covers along with the store-specific return labels to the store's receiver. Any boxes not being used for returns should be flattened and discarded in the baler, and all trash should be thrown away. Product selection for your store is sent in based on the category sections, historical sales data, footages, and shelf counts. If your store-specific planograms for children's and adult do not match exactly what you see in the store, please let your supervisor or district manager know so we can get that corrected for you. Thank you for watching our Kroger ReaderLink merchandising video. We hope this video has helped you feel more comfortable with merchandising the books in the department. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your supervisor.